sophomore at Bryn Mawr College. She started the theater to bridge the language and culture gap between Spanish-speaking students and students learning Spanish. Over 200 volunteers have performed as members of the theater in venues such as Bryn Mawr Museum, Atlanta History Center, and others to over 5,000 audience members. Please welcome Jordan.
So, the Children's Bilingual Theater is a student-led nonprofit, very small, based in the Metro Atlanta area, with a focus on theatrical and literacy outreach. My personal involvement in theater started when I was in the second grade. My mom emphasized always that theater was the great equalizer. Everyone brings what they have, whether it's skills, personality, ideas. And when that all comes together on the stage and works well, this shows a success. The other thing that she wanted me to understand was commitment. In seeing the show through to the end, you learn that you can gain experience from both the good and from the bad. Looking back, I know this is true, because every single experience I have had in theater has helped shape who I am. Learning lines, long rehearsals, difficult cast members, getting to know that feeling of a job well done. Theater's taught me public speaking, it's taught me study skills, it's taught me time management, just to name a few things. Another thing, growing up around a bilingual mother, I was well aware of bilingual performances, bilingual plays, but I never actually heard of one being produced in the area. After taking some summer language classes and learning from my mother, I began a Spanish after-school program in the 5th grade. I also noticed that ESOL students, English speakers of other languages, rarely were participating in the school plays, school assemblies. My classmates working on their English skills and their Spanish skills needed a place to practice, because without practice they weren't going to get better no matter how much they wanted to. So putting together bilingual production just kind of felt right to the idealistic 10-year-old in me. So I shared my idea with some community leaders. Some of them became interested in mentoring the project. And after meeting with various school principals and arts leaders in the Marietta community, a production of The Song of the Oak, El Canto del Roble, toured through 4 Cobb County schools in 2004. Since, I have gone on to produce 5 full productions, numerous literacy outreaches, and currently we are touring an anti-bullying campaign in partnership with Puppetoons. Let's look at life as a puzzle for a moment. All the pieces laid out in front of you. It's not until you take a good look and start putting them together that you see the picture. You. When I was 11 years old, I was diagnosed with Turner syndrome, a congenital disability affecting 1 in every 2,500 female births, where a missing X chromosome results in lifelong health challenges and complications. In researching my disability, I found a potential treatment that could greatly enhance my quality of life. However, this treatment was not covered by my family's insurance, and this treatment cost $125 a day. And I would need these injections daily for 5 or 6 years. Reaching back towards my theater experience, my theater confidence, and my public speaking, I decided to go public with my private medical issues, and I became a disability rights advocate. This fortunately earned me some opportunities with medical and pharmaceutical studies, and eventually got me selected as the first youth for the Governor's Council on Developmental Disabilities Organizing Institute Fellowship. With this opportunity, I was able to bridge my passion for theater with the challenges I was facing. I wrote and produced a short play entitled Mr. Uba's Team, Together, everyone achieves more. It's an anti-bullying message for an elementary school audience, talking about diversity in the classroom and medical disability. With this show, I have seen the full production of it, and I have now seen a puppet version of it, put together with my partnership with Puppet Tunes. And working with this production, I began to see how a simple idea, an idea for a more inclusive theatrical production, could grow to something bigger. I was 10 when I had this idea, and seeing this come together is kind of the message I want to communicate today. The main message I want to say is the importance of youth involvement, youth engagement in their community, youth volunteering. There's no minimum age for taking an interest in your community. The younger you become involved in your community, the better. Getting involved in your community has both large-scale and small-scale benefits. Whatever cause you choose to work for, however you choose to work for that cause, directly affects what you're working for. Also, it benefits you personally. Engaging in your community teaches you strong habits of social consciousness, of professionalism, organization, presentation, and many other essential life skills. This may seem out of reach for the average student-age individual, but I assure you from my personal experience and from the stories of all my fellow presenters, it's not. My journey with the Children's Bilingual Theater brought together community, casts, crews, volunteers, families, friends. But that's just my story with the project. Each of our 200 volunteers has an individual story with the Children's Bilingual Theater. One of our actors, one of our cast members, credits her CBT experience with that boost she needed to pass her CRCTs, the standardized test required to go on to middle school. Another one of our volunteers now is a proud holder of her Actors Equity Card and is an assistant stage manager at a professional theater in New York. One of the schools we had the opportunity to perform at was inspired to start a bilingual scout troop in their after-school program. All the plays, the literacy outreaches, the volunteers, the cast members, the crew members, the donors, the audience members, they're all vital puzzle pieces to the larger picture of the Children's Bilingual Theater. Let me leave you with this quote. Cesar Chavez died in 1993, the year I was born, and I hope to carry this message forward for him. We cannot seek achievement for ourselves and forget about progress and prosperity for our community. Our ambitions must be broad enough to include the aspirations and needs of others, for their sakes and for our own. It's my hope that every youth listening today finds the inspiration in that quote, in the stories of my fellow presenters, to realize their ideas, follow their passions, and that they understand that their youth is not a challenge, but in fact, it's their greatest asset.